Okay, April the 6th, 2026. It is like 12:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. People, I'm going to need about 5-6 minutes of your time. I want to talk about I don't careans today. I'm going to talk about I don't careans. I don't careans is a new breed of people that snuck up on us in the last 10 years or so. They, as the as this United States turned into a feminist society and we needed more people to come up with a conjugative thinking, I don't careans went on the rise. People, the reason why I choose not to speak to nobody I have not known since I was childhood, because people knew me when I was a child. Chris, he used to get people off of drugs. Chris used to make sure Omar stayed off of drugs. Chris used to make sure food stayed off of drugs. Gwen, Omar's mom, Miss Peggy, and Miss Montgomery was happy their kids was with Chris. Chris will be yours truly. Now, as time went on, and I was on that white man shit, just like you know, but then 1994 happened, which is 32 years ago, and it changed, but you're still on that white man and that racist stuff. In 1994, when apartheid ended, Chuck D said from the rap group Public Enemy, music in our mess age, to insinuate it's not the white man doing it to us, it's us doing it to us. But in 2026, you still on that white man nonsense. You still on that Donald Trump racist nonsense because you don't care. If you care, you know the origins. In 1993, Ice Cube made a song called Us. And the lyrics to that song, it said, us will always sing the blues because all we care about is hairstyle and tennis shoes. And if you stepped on mine, you press the button because I'll beat you down like it ain't nothing. You don't know that song, but you know Donald Trump is racist. Got you. I can go on and on and on because I care. But we're talking about I don't careans today. And I don't careans are the individuals that use I don't care as the primary in their conversation. I use I don't care too, but it's the secondary, the supporting to your rebuttal. For example, when you talk to a Democrat, you can say, yeah, but Democrats are in support of a man putting on a wig, walking into a bathroom with a little girl. They'll say, I don't care. Donald Trump is racist. They don't give no points to the conversation. They'll just back it up with, I don't care. I'll use I don't care as a backup, not the primary, not my primary. They'll use it as a primary of the conversation to back up your rebuttal, but they can't use, and they're not, and don't have the intellect enough to understand the conversation. So they invoke I don't care. After all, these are I don't careans. I invoke I don't care as a secondary to your rebuttal, not a primary. My primary is I stated. Why would I vote for a party that said a man can put on a wig and walk into a girl's bathroom? And then I'll say, I don't care what you say. It makes no sense. See the difference? So this is why I did a mental audit about a month and a half ago. And I said to myself, in order for me to sustain a professional level of intellect, of communication with said people, I need to just stop talking to people that support Democrats. I need to stop talking to people that use I don't care. And I want to be clear. There are two women that I talk about and say their name, Atia LaShawn Bradley and Crystal L. Holman. Even those two individuals, they had Atia had an I don't care rating of about 5. Crystal Holman had a I don't care rating at about 8 to 8.5. But there's one woman that I dated had an I don't care rating that was at 1 million. It's just amazing. I'm gonna give you another example of I don't careans. At 50 years old, 57, I'm 57. I look around and I see a bunch of people that's in their 50s. These people are now posting up pictures, the females, they're getting married. If I was to tell you that 100%, not 97.4, not 99,999.9999, excuse me, 100% of individuals are scrambling to get married. You know why? Because when they was younger, they didn't care. And now they're older. They don't want to be out on carry-ins no more. They want to be married. In the last 6 years, I had 5 marriage proposals. One woman asked me twice. Why? Because now she care. Same said woman, 4'11", waist this big, ass this big. All I seen her do was have sex with married men. Told me 20 years ago, Chris, don't know why I want to get married. Don't know why I want to get married. But she told me that because she knew she was talking to a nice guy. Now she's 60 and she's mad at me now because when she said last year, let's go to Panama, I was supposed to say, yeah, thanks for taking me off the friend list. Now she cares. It is amazing. And I mean, absolutely amazing to look at people walk around today and gain a large perspective of care. I'm going to end this with yours truly. I look around and I realize one of the reasons as to why I don't have a wife is because I didn't put myself in a position to run into and meet a lot of women. And then me being an introvert didn't help neither. So I have to make sure I put myself into a position to meet a lot of women. Prospects. Now, I tell individuals that listen to me all the time, every day I go out, women hit on me. It's, there you go. Every day he drives something different. He don't speak to nobody. He smell good. Dag. So I often get, soon as the woman see me, they do that. Oh, damn, is he looking at my butt? Is he looking at my butt? I'm watching them as I'm in self-checkout. They got their hand on the door of the customer service door behind the counter. Soon as I'm done, they come out. Well, it's just amazing. But I got 3 phone numbers last week. 2 of them was these individuals. Why? Because I'm going to be personal training them. I knew what I had to do in order to interact with more people. But I'm still not running around here doing what everybody else in my age, running around getting married. If anything, I'm getting married to a young woman. She's going to be in her late 20s, early 30s, so she can give me a child. My perspective and narrative will never change, even if I'm 90 years old. If they ain't giving you a child, hump them and dump them. There is no need for them in your life. No need at all. For whatever reason they think, let them. Because as a man, I'm speaking, the modern woman don't care about you. The modern woman only cares about her life and bringing a man into her life. She don't care about anything else. And the way you can tell is if you can stop talking to somebody and don't get a wonder as to why, but you won't get a wonder as to why, because they're an I don't carry-in. Huh? So I'm going to end it with this. I appreciate you for listening to me. And remember, please remember this. Never put yourself in a position where the person you're going to be tomorrow is mad at the person you are today. I'll catch you guys on the next one.